All right, guys, we're doing an early morning show today. How's everybody doing? Sorry, I missed Friday. I thought about going live yesterday, but it didn't happen. I'm joined by my boy Road Trance here. What's going on?
Nothing. This should be interesting. I'm going into this situation completely cold.
Yeah, I actually text Rhodes about the main topic here of the live stream. Lucasfilm Story Group member clueless about Palpatine being a clone. There's an article on it, and Rhodes has not heard about it at all. So I was gonna let him read it, but he was like, "You want to have my reaction live, cold?" So this will be a true live reaction here when we actually get into this main topic. But first, make sure you guys, as you come in, smash that thumbs up button and drop in the chat where you're watching from. And we got one person here already. Lucasfilm never kid. They really are clueless. Well, wait until you hear about this article we're about to go on with. And some people now, man, they're doing so much damage now with this book. And I get up this morning, man, and Matt Jarbo put out a video, man. You know, he liked Rise of Skywalker. He put out a video and he said at this point, I can't even defend that movie anymore because they're just destroying everything with the book.
Yeah, I mean, it's the book has turned into the gift that keeps on giving from a YouTuber's perspective. Every day it's something new. Yeah. I was like, wait, Palpatine's kid is a clone? Wait, Palpatine's a clone?
But not only that, Rhodes, they're putting stuff in the book that's retconning everything with the other movies. I mean,
I know it.
They said that they have Palpatine's original plan for Vader. Now, when he, turned him, he wanted to create a dyad with Vader. I'm like, no, he didn't. Why are they putting that in there?
Hey, I did a video the other day, and it was about how Palpatine survived the Death Star. Okay. And because that's in the novel too.
Right.
And it says, Palpatine has been something to the effect of Palpatine has been noticing the flickering of light in his apprentice for years. And he was prepared for this day to happen, blah, 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 roughly is how they put it.
Right.
And then the very next paragraph, it said, but then it was happening and it was too soon. I was like, wait a minute, what? You just said he's prepared for years.
Yeah.
The next paragraph, you retcon the statement you just made in the previous paragraph. He wasn't prepared.
The thing is, Palpatine is not dumb. If he actually truly foresaw that, Palpatine would have got him out of there.
He'd have killed Vader.
He would have got him out of here. I mean, think of this, man. In Return of the Jedi, Vader goes up to Palpatine, and he tells him that there's a landing force on the forest moon of Endor, and he says, "My son is with him." And then Palpatine's like, "Are you sure? I haven't felt it."
He says something, Lord Vader. Are you sure your feelings are something, clear on this matter?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then he said, you must bring him before me. I've foreseen it. So it's crazy. Howard is here. Keely Chow is here. Lily Patton is here. Thank you guys for joining. Let's
Good morning.
Get those thumbs up. Smash. We got 10 thumbs up right now. Let's get some more thumbs up. And we're just kind of talking right now about,
and this is funny because I was very close to going live myself this morning.
Oh, you were? Yeah.
I was really thinking about it. Yeah.
Well,
that's cool.
I got here first.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Yeah, man. There's some other. Actually, I think Scream Rant even has an article where they're talking about. No, it was on Yahoo, talking about the times that that the Rise of Skywalker retcons all of Star Wars. Did I have that? No, I didn't keep it on my phone. I don't remember what it is. I don't know if it'll even pop up when I go to Yahoo again, but they were talking about the dyad and the force and some other stuff I don't remember. But I think everybody's kind of had it now with this book.
Let me ask you a question. Am I going nuts, or why did I was even thinking about this morning randomly. The dyad thing. Am I nuts? That wasn't around, right?
Hell no, that's something they made up.
Okay. I was like, I never remember that ever from anywhere. Where did that come from?
I don't even really know what the hell it is because they don't explain it in the movies at all.
Like if anybody in the chat has read the EU stuff, is it in the EU anywhere?
No, it's not in the EU. But here's the thing. They don't do a good job of explaining it. And, you know, people used to criticize midi-chlorians, but at least midi-chlorians was explained. You know, one sentence, explained. This dyad thing makes no sense. And even Star Wars Theory, he put up several videos about the book, and he's still kind of confused on a lot of stuff, even though, you know, he's trying to hold up and, you know, say, oh, this makes sense and everything like that. I'm like, all right, whatever.
I'm still shocked. Well, and what Lucasfilm is being very reactionary. Remember, I said something to the effect of that novelization was actually delayed a little bit. I think I even dropped it as a side note in some video, but I think they heard some of the complaints from the movie. One of them being, well, Anakin's not the chosen one anymore. Now they're saying, well, if we say Palpatine's dead, or his physical body died in the Death Star, then technically they think that restores Anakin. No, it doesn't.
No.
If he transfers his essence into one of my dogs sitting in this house right now, you have destroyed the arc of Anakin Skywalker and the completion. I don't care what you do. And that was our big thing going into this movie. If you bring Palpatine back, remember how many times we talked about this?
Yep.
They were connected at the hip. If you bring Palpatine back, Anakin must be the one that finishes Palpatine at the end of the movie.
Exactly. That was one of my biggest things. You know, if you bring Palpatine back, you better bring Anakin back. And all we got was Rey bring balance to the Force as I once did.
Voices. Kiss my ass with them voices. And that didn't do nothing.
I truly 100% believe they shot scenes with the Force voices. I truly believe that.
It's in a leak right now.
Yeah.
Remember the Oracle from the leaks? The Oracle was Kylo Ren had a conversation with the Oracle or whatever.
Yeah.
J.J. Abrams, it's on Star Wars Reddit right now, did shoot those scenes. So that did happen.
Mm-hmm.
Confirmed. The Oracle is out there somewhere.
Yeah, this movie is such a dumpster fire. We're not even getting any deleted scenes of this movie because they finished the movie, but the story, I believe, was only half done. That's why you're getting the book later on. The book is retconning everything. And it kind of leads in also to this topic here that we're going to be talking about here in a minute, that these guys are clueless. Even the story group didn't even truly know about Palpatine being a clone. So I don't know. Are you ready for me to jump into it now?
Let's do it.
Okay. Let me share my screen real quick. Where? Okay. What happened? That's the wrong screen. Hold on. Share screen.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. Okay. All right. So, Star Wars and Chaos. Story Group member Matt Martin clueless about the Rise of Skywalker novelization revelations. Now, you may be thinking, if anybody is going to understand about the rise of Palpatine, it would be someone from the Story Group, right?
And Matt Martin is a significant member of the Story Group.
Yes.
I know that name well. Yeah.
Yes. So here we go. It says here, if you didn't already know, Lucasfilm and Star Wars are in complete and utter chaos. The latest piece of evidence comes from Star Wars Story Group member Matt Martin. Martin admitted he had no idea about the recent revelations found within the Rise of Skywalker novelization. Okay. As first reported by Disney Star Wars is Done, Martin was asked about the revelation that Rey's father was actually a clone of Emperor Palpatine and how they worked. So at Missing Words, that's Matt Martin, says, this has got to be a weird question. Given the recent revelations about Rey's dad, is Rey's Skywalker, she's a Palpatine, damn it. Palpatine's granddaughter, his niece, or his daughter? Well, let me read that again. This is going to be a weird question. Given the recent revelations about Rey's dad, Palpatine's granddaughter, his niece, or his daughter related? Is Boba Fett Jango Fett's son? If so, why? Yes, believe it or not, this is all debated. Matt Martin says, I'm not sure what revelation you're talking about. He said it right there. He doesn't know what revelation she is talking about.
So they're trying to also, if they say Palpatine's a clone, they're also trying to get rid of the chief complaint of you let Rey, a Palpatine, take the Skywalker name. They think that justifies that as well. And that does not.
And it says here also, another user would then inform Martin that the revelation is that Rey's dad is a failed clone. And says this one, the one where Rey's dad is a failed clone, probably. Martin, obviously confused by the information, responds, is this another clickbait thing? You see the tweet there from him? Is this another clickbait thing?
Hey, did we lose sound?
Lose sound? No.
You sound good. I sound good. You hear me, right?
Somebody said that.
Lily Patton said the sound is gone. I don't know what that's about.
On StreamYard here, let me see here. Test. Hold on.
Rosvin says we're good.
Okay, because we should have been. Hey, what's up, Rosvin? All right, I'm going to finish reading this here. It says, is this another clickbait thing? And then he would question, where does it say Rey's dad is a clone? Because the question was, yeah, people are bending over backwards and playing semantics to not get it. They're honestly arguing that Rey is Palpatine's daughter because Rey's dad is a clone. They also pretend that Boba isn't actually Jango's son because they are genetically identical. And Martin says, where is it? Where does it say that Rey's dad is a clone? And then Martin would be shown the excerpt. And he says, come on, let me find it right here because there's no point reading all that. Whoa, that wasn't in the one I read. This is why I always listen to the audiobooks after they're out. But yeah, exactly what a Strandcast is not yet explained. The dude said, this is not the one I read. I get that you have different, edits and versions and things like that. But he wasn't in the know on this.
No, I am not giving a pass for that whatsoever.
No, not necessarily, but he does say this here. Let me see here. A couple of months ago, I also read the first or second draft. Typically first, but it may have been later for the Rise of Skywalker since I wasn't lead on that one since I didn't work on the film. So he didn't actually work on this, but he read the drafts. But you would think, though, that Lucasfilm, they have a story group in place to ensure continuity, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to be in other words, it's supposed to be a backup system to ensure they don't wreck canon, by the way.
Right.
Oh God. What a utter dumpster fire.
Yeah. They're not supposed to. I mean, to have a
Why
member
would
of the.
why would you be involved in the first two drafts if you don't read the final draft?
You got me on that. You got me on that.
I mean, really? Why would you all of a sudden get taken out of the loop on something I would assume is deemed that important?
First, man, check this out. Martin isn't the only one taken aback by the revelation that Rey's father is a clone of Palpatine. StarWars.com blogger Shane O'Neill also cast doubt on its authenticity, writing, "I'm betting the book doesn't say this, but I'm going to check." So a StarWars.com blogger didn't even know this. She added, "But if it's true, I'm going to need several minutes." Well, it's true. Wow. Now, admittedly, Martin says he wasn't a lead on the Rise of Skywalker novelization since he didn't work on the film, and O'Neill is a StarWars.com blogger. But you would think this major of a revelation would have been announced to the Star Wars Story Group, so they would be equipped to handle questions as they are kin to do. This doesn't appear to have happened whatsoever. In fact, it appears to have been completely blindsided Martin. If this goes to show there are serious organizational problems within Lucasfilm outside of their film studio, but maybe more importantly, it also reinforces the idea that Lucasfilm just doesn't give a crap about Star Wars canon and history. It's all about telling a single story set within the Star Wars universe. The rest of the history and canon be damned. But at this point, you aren't even telling a Star Wars story. It's just a cheap knockoff of versions that resembles the real thing. And that appears to be what Disney has done with Star Wars across publishing, films, and even video games. I am shocked by this revelation. I'm shocked by this. Let me stop sharing my screen here. There we go.
It reminds me of something Ian Malcolm said in Jurassic Park, where you take something, you package it, and the whole time he's slamming his hand on the table, he's talking to the owner of the park, and he tells him you package it, but you don't care about how you got there and how you came about getting there, and that is the problem. It causes chaos. And we have literal chaos. We've got Jurassic Park chaos. The dinosaurs are officially running amok in the effing park right now.
Yep.
Look, Bob Chapek, how about you get rid of Kathleen Kennedy?
Yes. I mean,
it's over. It is over.
The evidence is there. And Rob is here. Everything Star Wars. Like to stream. Save the dream. Welcome, buddy.
Clean house. Clean house. Get the story group out of there. The story group, books, movies, they should all be on the same page.
But they're not. And that's the problem.
You should get paid to back each other's play. In other words, I'm sorry, but somebody goes and takes a dump. You need to know what they ate if you've got that job, okay? You need to know everything that is supposed to be interconnected. You release the Rise of Skywalker film, and then you release a book about the film that's explaining the film that sounds like it was written by Rian Johnson, because he's writing a separate story it's not supposed to be a separate story. They're both called The Rise of Skywalker. Okay?
I think Rian Johnson could have did a better job than this.
God, clean it. It's over. There's no more excuses. It is embarrassing. It is beyond embarrassing. I'm like, I want to tell people I'm a Star Wars. Fuck, guys, I'm a Star Wars fan. Don't shoot me. I'm a Star Wars fan. I mean, it's becoming embarrassing to be a Star Wars fan.
It is.
Do you remember how proud we were of Star Wars pre-2012?
Why don't you think that? Why do you think the reason that George Lucas did not show up to the premiere? He was probably embarrassed by what was going on.
Oh, they've completely set on fire to his entire legacy at this point.
I have no doubt that George absolutely 100% regrets selling his company because he has to live watching it go out in flames. Everything that he built is destroyed.
I mean, I want to ask these people, have you seen a Star Wars? Have you seen Star Wars?
Yeah.
Do you know what? Do you have any Star Wars involved in your Star Wars? Because it seems like they're doing some kind of a generic side sci-fi mumbo jumbo with some close, facsimiles of some characters that seem somewhat recognizable, but those aren't really our characters, i.e. Jake Skywalker.
Yeah.
It's over. You've got to get George Lucas back involved. He's got to get back involved.
Yeah.
And furthermore, you have got to scrap this god-awful trilogy.
You have to. I mean, the visual dictionary, the visual dictionary is now retconned by the novel because the way Palpatine comes back in the visual dictionary, it says that it was the Sith Eternals. They basically took his body and used like some kind of like Sith alchemy or whatever. But one thing, how the hell they even got his body? Were they in the Death Star? Because that was basically what the visual dictionary was saying, but the Death Star exploded, so there shouldn't have been a body, and there was no clue that he was a clone. But now the book is saying when Vader threw him down the shaft that he transferred his consciousness into the body on Exegol. It doesn't make any sense. Does that not retcon the visual dictionary? That completely retcons that.
You're literally talking about a franchise where the president of the company said, we're going to make a trilogy that's supposed to be interconnected. I've got a great idea. Let's hire a director for the middle film and let him do whatever he wants to, even though it is a 3-film trilogy. Are we even sure we know what a trilogy means?
I don't think
because I'm starting to wonder if there's really, really low hanging fruit that they can't pick at this point. Wow. Have you ever seen an IP like this be destroyed any quicker?
No. I've never seen a major blockbuster movie this discombobulated like this. This is so horrible. It's beyond belief that they can't get even the little story arcs consistent.
Did you see that they retconned the Reylo kiss?
Yes. I mean,
now the
let me talk about that for a second. They said that the Reylo kiss now, if you watch the movie, Rey, Kylo Ren, they kiss on the lips and everything, like not just a little peck, like, in the face kind of thing.
in the face hole.
Yeah. And now the book retcons that and says it was not a romantic kiss. It was like a kiss of like what, gratitude or something like that?
Yeah, they called it gratitude, like a friend kiss.
Yeah.
I'm like, are they friends with benefits? Because that's a kind of, I'm like, what kind of friends are y'all?
You know what? My female friends, they do something nice for me. I don't go up to them and give them a passionate kiss and tell my wife, "Oh, that's just a friend kiss."
Gratitude, no big deal.
No.
Nothing to see here.
They put that kiss in the movie to please the Raylos because they wanted to make it romantic. And after the fact, they decided to retcon that because they knew how stupid it was. But it's too late. I mean, you already went with it. You already put that in there for the Raylos. They should just left it the way it was. I mean, he was dying anyway.
Well, and here's the other fundamental problem. Not a comic, not a video game, not a novelization, not a series of posters, nothing, not a TV series. Are you supposed to make after the fact in order to fill gaps and plug holes in your piece of shit films? That's not how good storytelling actually works.
No. There are no storytellers over there.
And you've lost the fans, so nobody wants your posters, your TV series connected to... Look, if they'd have gotten this whole thing right, let's say the names remain the same. Rey, Finn, Poe. But we got an epic trilogy, a Lord of the Rings original trilogy, knock your socks off, badass storytelling, holy crap trilogy. We'd be like, Lucasfilm, where in the hell is our Poe Dameron Disney Plus series? They could announce that tomorrow. And the only thing I would be thinking was, I don't need an update on this. When's The Mandalorian season 2 starting? I would not give a rat's ass about a series connected to anything in these films right now. Nothing.
And here's the thing, man. Lucasfilm, we already know the Phantom Menace. We've already turned our back on the movies. The problem is the people that were fans of The Last Jedi have turned their backs on the movie.
There's nobody left.
There's almost nobody left. I mean, when Scott Mendelson turns his back on Disney Star Wars, you know that you have really, and I guess
John Campea. John Campea.
John Campea said when he heard about the High Republic stuff
he
or
said,
whatever,
I don't care.
I don't care. That's what he said.
About it.
He said, I don't care. And he's been calling for Kathleen Kennedy's head now too. And he says she's a great producer, which she is, but she is a horrible studio head.
She's a great funder of money.
Yeah.
Not a producer in the storytelling sense, but a great funder of money.
Yes. And that would have been, I would be perfectly fine with Kathleen Kennedy if she was a producer on a Star Wars movie. Because that's what she does. She's a producer. But studio head, storytelling, that's not her thing. She's never been a creative mind. So why is it that she has power? I mean, her days, I think, really have to be numbered.
In the same way that Chris Nolan is a producer on Batman v Superman.
Yeah,
but
he
didn't contribute to any of it.
Yeah.
He was a producer on the Justice League. Did that thing resemble anything that would ever be created by Christopher Nolan?
Definitely not a Nolan movie.
Right.
Definitely not a Nolan movie. Yeah, Dark Mom 10 says George Lucas studied mythology and folklore. One of the books he has mentioned on multiple occasions is regards to Star Wars was The Hero of a Thousand Faces by Joseph Campbell. Yes, Joseph Campbell, in case you guys don't know, he is pretty much the godfather of the lore that Star Wars is built in, Star Trek and everything like that. I studied a little bit of him in college. Joseph Campbell, without him, there is no George Lucas. There's no Star Wars or anything like that. So Absolutely right. Spinal Tap in the house.
Well,
what's going on?
Kathleen Kennedy should have had George right by her side in the same way that George once had the great Gary Kurtz right by his side. Because Gary Kurtz was he was sort of George's other alter ego. And if George ran something by him that was like out of left field, Gary Kurtz would be like, George, that doesn't make a hell of a lot of sense. And on the other way around, Gary Kurtz would run stuff by George Lucas, and George would be like, no, I don't think we're having Luke Skywalker turn to the dark side at the end of Return of the Jedi and kill everybody, which was one of Gary Kurtz's contributions.
That was his idea,
But he had multiple contributions in A New Hope and The Empire Strikes Back that did take and did work very well. And she has, who does she have exactly? She didn't use Dave. She had Dave Filoni right there. Who
is in her corner at Lucasfilm at this point?
She went and got Carrie Hart when you had Dave Filoni on the staff.
Yeah.
You know how insane that is? You had the one guy that George Lucas has the most confidence in on this planet.
Yep.
That he personally passed down knowledge to, like Yoda to Luke.
Yep. There is no need for a story group. There never was. I mean, you had George Lucas, you kicked him out. You have Dave Filoni, you won't use him. Those two guys know Star Wars in and out. And Pablo Hidalgo, he knows Star Wars in and out too, but the story group should have never been formed. Never. Because you can't even get continuity across the board with them.
Pablo Hidalgo has become a yes man, a puppet for Kathleen Kennedy.
Yep. Yep. You know? Maybe he wants his job. Maybe so. Ryan is here. The only other person George had confidence in to run Lucasfilm was Kathleen Kennedy.
He's not wrong. The man is not wrong.
But this is the way I think of it.
He never fathomed Kathleen was going to do what she did.
Yes, but I already told you this. I'm going to say it again. The only reason why I believe that Kathleen Kennedy was put in charge of Lucasfilm, because remember, George Lucas wanted creative control still of Star Wars, and Bob Iger told him no.
That's right.
And so at the last minute, Bob Iger was blindsided when George Lucas put Kathleen Kennedy in as president. So my thinking was, all right, Kathleen Kennedy is going to come in and George is going to have a voice for himself. That didn't happen. It didn't pan out that way. And Kathleen Kennedy went out and did her own thing. That's my theory on it. Because based on this, there's no way in hell Kathleen Kennedy should be head of a studio.
Well,
I think George just wanted her to be a figurehead.
That's why I have said that Steven Spielberg carries some guilt in this whole process too.
Yeah, you turn your back on Spielberg.
Because look, they were the trifecta. Okay, it was Lucas, Spielberg, and Kennedy, and nobody has ever had Kennedy's ear more than Spielberg. And as he supposedly loves and worships George Lucas's legacy, at no point since 2012 did he pull Kathleen Kennedy aside and say, how about you don't piss all over George's work? He never did. As far as I know, he never did. And so, yeah, I mean, I do think Kennedy betrayed. Darth Mom says Kennedy betrayed Lucas. Yeah, I absolutely believe that.
No doubt about that. George was betrayed across the board. And man, I feel so bad for George, man. George is 75 years old, and he has to be sitting at his home like, what the hell was I thinking? I mean, if people are complaining about midi-chlorians, this died in the Force thing is 50 times worse. I mean, they're going back and they're retconning everything about his other movies in that book. The Rise of Palpatine book Man, I wish I can just burn up every copy that was made because
the Rise of Palpatine book has turned into the Last Jedi of books.
Dude, I would probably much rather watch The Last Jedi than to read that book, the Rise of Palpatine book. I probably would. Because everything that's coming out,
go that far.
I mean, everything coming out of this book.
I mean, I'll do a watch party on The Last Jedi and monetize that ass. But other than that,
I mean, they're trying to go out and retcon an entire saga in this one movie. This one movie has done way more damage than The Last Jedi. Now, Last Jedi, his main problem was it destroyed Luke. The Rise of Palpatine destroyed Star Wars as a whole.
It destroyed Luke. It destroyed the villain. It destroyed.
I wonder what George is thinking right now. In the span of 3 movies, Disney has killed Luke, Han, and Leia, and they gave Rey the Skywalker name, the Falcon. They just gave her everything. She has stolen everything, and a Palpatine wins in the end.
God, I forgot about the Falcon thing. Now you're going to get me charged up on that shit.
I know, that's your baby right there.
Why in the hell does Chewie not have the Falcon? Rey, why do you have the Falcon, by the way? That's Chewbacca's ship. And if Chewie doesn't want it, guess what? Lando Calrissian in his circa Baby Gap Solo uniform should at least have the Falcon. Okay? Good God.
I wondered if they addressed the Falcon, because technically they don't really address it at the end of the movie at all. You know, they're just on Tatooine. And why the hell does she have BB-8? That doesn't make any sense. BB-8 should be with
Poe Dameron.
Oh, Dameron. Doesn't make any sense.
Because Rey is the sucker of life. She literally destroys and takes away everything that we care about.
Yeah.
Think about Rey. She is a Palpatine.
Yeah.
She has literally destroyed everything in the galaxy.
but here's the thing, man. Why does she have BB-8? Because Poe Dameron really doesn't like her. So it doesn't make any sense at all. Ron Navy, thank you for the $5 super chat. Have you read The Legend of Luke Skywalker? Garbage. Thanks for the super chat. Oh, man, The Legend of Luke. Man, the Luke Skywalker arc really, really bothers me because, for one thing, I don't know if I told you this offline or during the stream or whatever, that Forbes actually has an article up on their website, and Ryan Kendall put out a video on it. I need to go and watch it. And they were saying that we need a Rey Skywalker TV show on Disney Plus, because they said that the end of The Rise of Skywalker felt like the beginning of a new journey for Rey, and that they need to address that. Here's the thing. When I was watching Return of the Jedi and Luke defeated Vader, it felt like what? The beginning of a new story for Luke, right? Did we ever get that story? No, we didn't. So why in the hell should we get a Rey Palpatine TV show? She's a Palpatine. I'm going to say it again. Rey Palpatine, Rey Palpatine, Rey Palpatine, Rey Palpatine, Rey Palpatine, Rey Palpatine. Her name is Rey Palpatine, not Skywalker.
The whole saga's the Palpatine saga.
Yes.
What are you talking about?
The whole damn thing is the Palpatine saga.
You succeeded in taking the Skywalker saga and turn it into the Palpatine saga by the end of the last film.
I'm gonna try.
Congratulations, the Emperor won. Mic drop.
Let me see if I can pull up that article here, because yes, here it is, right here. Yeah.
Rey Skywalker. The mid-20s embodiment of Kathleen Kennedy destroying the universe. Yeah, I want to see that.
Here we go. Disney Plus is missing the obvious. It needs a Star Wars Rey Palpatine saga. I'm not calling her a Skywalker. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I will never say it. She's a Palpatine. So Rey Palpatine. Know what really bothers me about this before I really kind of dive into this? Think of this. Rey, she's a Skywalker. Why? Why is she calling herself Skywalker? Because she's a Palpatine and she's ashamed, I guess, of her family. But when it came to Luke, he found out his father was Anakin Skywalker, Darth Vader, who killed many people. Did he go out and try to change his name? No, he embraced who he was. So she needs to embrace that she's a Palpatine. That's who she is. But anyway, it says here Disney Plus is missing the obvious. It needs a Rey Skywalker. It needs a Star Wars Rey Skywalker series. Paul Tassi, not Scott Mendelson. And I'm not going to read this whole thing, but said in short, I think that Disney has way too afraid of the future and the Skywalker saga after the end of the new trilogy. If you watch The Force Awakens, Last Jedi, Rise of Skywalker trilogy, it becomes pretty clear that it's one thing. It's an origin story of Rey. Bingo, we get that. I completely understand that because that's what it is. It's an origin story of Rey. What else it says? I'm just kind of skip around because there's no point reading this whole thing here. There's one big thing here. Where is it?
Do not make more content involving anything to do with this sequel trilogy. Good God.
Okay.
Just move it to Legend. I mean, let's just get it out of the way. It's over.
With this trilogy, I don't even want to go to Legends. I just want to completely retcon. Completely. I guess I do kind of have to read this then. Okay. If you watch The Force, I already said that. By the way, by the time we reach the end, yes, she saved the galaxy like Luke Skywalker before, and then yet it's clear that her journey as a new Jedi is just getting started. She has a new lightsaber, her own finally, and she takes a new name to carry on the Skywalker legacy. A legacy Disney seems desperate to end. The end of The Rise of Skywalker feels like the beginning of a new journey rather than the finale of one, and I think it's a shame that man, he messed that up. I think it's a shame that. Oh, I think he put that we went. I think he meant that it went through all of the events of the trilogy, including a dead Han, Luke, and Leia, Ben Solo, and Rey doesn't even really get to continue her story after that. So did Luke get to continue his story after Jedi?
Nope.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Just throwing that out there. But anyway, I'll continue here. I understand that this is what happened with Luke too, but that was a different time. There was not going to be a Luke Skywalker Expanded Universe TV series back in the 80s and 90s, so we just got books instead. But now Disney is very, very much interested in Star Wars TV, and Rey Palpatine series focused mainly on her instead of a giant ensemble cast seems like a good idea to me. Well, the thing is, you make a point about, it was a different time of Luke. And at that time, there wasn't going to be a Luke Skywalker TV show. But thing is, you had a sequel trilogy. And you put Luke in The Force Awakens for a grand total of like 30 seconds to 1 minute. Then you made him a grumpy old man in the middle movie. And then you put Luke in the final movie of the Skywalker saga for 5 minutes.
Oh, and you killed him, by the way, at the end of the second movie for no apparent reason.
Yeah, completely forgot about that.
Other than he OD'd on the Force. That's a new Disney one.
Yeah, and not only that, Leia OD'd on the Force. Ben Solo OD'd on the Force. This ODing on the Force, that's a completely new thing here. It's a completely new thing.
Meth kills Disney. Don't do meth. Come on, Disney. Quit doing meth.
Now, do I actually think this is going to be really happen? I don't think so. If I'm not mistaken, didn't Daisy really say she really didn't want to be Did she say she was done or something like that?
They all said they were done with it.
Yeah.
You know, John Boyega is piss hot mad at the way the whole thing turned out.
Man, I don't even think Disney would actually ask him to come back.
Well, he was an honest to God Star Wars fan before all this shit started.
Yeah.
So he's pissed.
He probably pissed off that they wasted his character had the most potential out of every character.
A defecting stormtrooper that was force sensitive. Found out he was force sensitive.
Yeah.
God.
He probably could have been the only stormtrooper in the history of Star Wars that could hit his mark because of the force.
Yeah, that's why he was so good at shooting out there, because he was guiding every shot with the force.
All right, guys, we got like 30 people watching me. Let's get those thumbs up smashed here, because I'm only showing we got 25 thumbs up. We can do better than that.
Good job. That's a lot of folks for a Sunday morning.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting hardly anybody, because
good turnout.
Live streams haven't been going too well lately as far as turnouts go, but very happy with this one.
Road Squadron in the house. Snoke Spinal Tap. Howard, what's up? Mr. Pete in the house. Shadow Dragon.
Yeah, Mr. Pete. If they ever do Rey again, it'll be animated, and that's a big if. You know what? They'll probably do something like what is that? Star Wars Galaxy of Adventures with Rey. Maybe they'll do that, you know. But they'll make her more OP than even in the movies, because you remember what they did with Luke. They made him into a weak man in Forces of Galaxy of Adventures. And I hate that. I hate that they did that to him.
Yeah, they're going to pull all the manliness out of everything.
Right, exactly.
You know.
Yeah. And of course, you know, he has to die. They have to kill him off, and I wonder what the book actually says about her taking the Skywalker name. That's what I want to see. No, we saw it in the movie, but to actually see it in the book, you know, they're going to throw out more details. They'll probably say something like, they'll probably say this: through the Force, Luke told Rey, tell her your name is Rey Skywalker. That's probably what is going to happen. And her Leia, because you know Leia's there with Luke too, and they're probably gonna tell her to say that.
Every time I think about her taking the name, because you know that old lady asked her, you know, what her name is.
Yeah.
And she's rolling along with that like wannabe alien camel in tow. I keep having this vision of her saying Rey Palpatine, and then a Benny Hill skit breaks out where you start hearing the music and the old lady's running around trying to jump up on the back of her camel so she can ride off because she's scared. Oh shit, a Palpatine, I'm out of here.
Yeah. Ron Navy again with the $5 super chat. Appreciate it. I was worried about coming in here with large crowds because of coronavirus. Oh, I said the word. I guess I got demonetized. Probably.
Oh crap.
Oh well, doesn't matter.
The other C word.
You know, maybe we should live like this because of that thing. You know, just everybody live in their own houses and don't go out. Everybody work from home. Probably won't happen. But for me, man, I work downtown, so that's thousands of people down there.
Right. Yeah, they're saying the NBA is potentially preparing to play games with nobody in the arena.
That's overblown, man. This whole thing, honestly, is being overblown. Completely overblown. I think there's a grand total of like 17 people that have died in the U.S. But last year, over like 88,000 people died of the flu.
Yeah, we forget about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, good God, never mind regular pneumonia.
Yeah, you know. Exactly. I mean, and here in Houston, there are 0 cases of that thing here in Harris County. There are cases in Houston, though, from a map I saw or something. I don't know. But just some people said that you can actually get it and it'll just pass you'll just be cured naturally. I don't know.
I'm just not that. I mean,
No.
I saw where there's stores, I guess, in certain parts of the country where all the water is gone. I had to go in 3 different Walmarts this morning because I was looking for my bodybuilding supplement and they were sold out. Well, anyway, as I'm going through every Walmart, man, I bet you I saw 2,000 cases of water that was still available in my local Walmart this morning.
You saw all 3 of them. You saw the picture of OJ on Twitter?
What did he do?
OJ was at Costco. He was stocking up on like water and stuff. He had a mask on. Like I can't remember exactly what he said, but you know the people, you know, they went after him for that.
That virus better not come around me. I'll kill it.
Man, I don't think that virus is gonna go near OJ, man.
Yeah, that virus said, "Whoa,
not even gonna eat."
I'm going the other way. You better be fast. You better be fast, virus. OJ was a fast son bitch back in the day.
Yeah, and they didn't call him the juice for nothing.
That's right.
Yeah.
OJ's a prepper.
let me find it here, because find it here.
Ron Navy with the $4.99 super chat.
Got another one?
We had a case here in Pensacola, Florida. He died a few days ago. We are up to 400 cases in the U.S. with 19 deaths.
Thank you so much for the $4.99, and my StreamYard froze, so I can't exactly. Oh, there it is. Now it popped up. Good. And there it is right there. I guess I should read it again. We have a case here in Pensacola, Florida. He died a few days ago. We're up to 400 cases in the U.S. with 19 deaths so far. Yeah, I know it was somewhere around that. And I know what I was reading, and they were saying like worst case scenario. This is crazy. And I think this is media driven. They said 96 million people in the U.S. affected and 500,000 deaths. So you mean to tell me a third of the U.S. population would get this worst case? Come on, that's extreme. But here we go. Let me show you this picture of the juice.
Look at all the toilet paper.
See, OJ, you could have saved a few bucks, man. You could have got the Kirkland's brand on toilet paper, man.
And he is rocking that circa late 90s Sopranos jumpsuit.
Here's the thing, man. He says coronavirus, who's afraid? And let's look at some of these comments here.
I bet he got roasted.
Statistically, I have a better chance of being killed by you than the virus.
That's great.
Oh, should probably get some properly fitting gloves too.
Oh, snap. Good one.
And that's just a picture.
Right.
What is this? Oh man, that's oh man,
the Clorox bleach. That's great. The crime scene cleanup. That is priceless.
Can you kill the virus for us, OJ? He's at Costco getting a new pair of gloves. His old ones were doused in red liquid. Let's kill it, bro.
Oh,
says if anyone can kill it, I'm sure you can.
You could do a live stream just reading dumb shit on Twitter. I promise you.
Oh man, this is. Let's see. Oh man, come on.
Oh, that's good.
How can people do this, man? that takes a lot of creativity.
Oh, I drank a Corona the other night, in fact.
Oh man, that's enough of that.
And I got to admit, it was good. I'm not much of a Corona person, but I was like, you know what? This Corona's pretty good. I might actually have to buy some Corona here pretty soon.
Yeah, I like Dos Equis Lager Special with a lime.
Are you a beer snob?
I really don't drink that much.
I'm real. I mean, I say I'm real particular. Like, I know a lot of people like Bud Light. I don't like Bud Light. I hate Coors. Oh no. Miller Lite, I will drink. Michelob Ultra, I really like it. Leinenkugel's Summer Shandy, oh, perfect with if you got a badass sirloin steak you got on the grill. Leinenkugel's, 85 degrees outside, humidity. I mean, it's awesome.
Nice. Well, anything else we need to talk about?
No, Star Wars is dead.
Yeah,
I would say Star Wars is dead, but they keep trying to pump life into the old girl.
Yeah, they keep pumping life into it, just giving us talking points, but they're going to learn a hard lesson, I believe, when 2022, when that movie comes out, whatever it's going to be. Trust me, that movie is not making $1 billion.
It better be the first film in the real sequel trilogy.
Oh, Ron Levy again. Last one. Anybody think of the movie The Stand? Every time we have a super virus outbreak, we have a guy who work whose last name is Corona. Nice.
I always think about Invasion of the Body Snatchers or Dawn of the Dead or something like that.
Yeah. And really do appreciate all the super chats, Ron. Really do appreciate that. Well, I guess that's pretty much it. Star Wars is dead. It was a nice run.
Hey, Horror Nation just said the Star Wars channel just uploaded Women of the Galaxy.
What? Well, let me see.
Oh, God. Oh.
Did I get a notification from? Yeah, they did. You know what? Let's check this out together. Now, I don't even care about the copyright.
You officially have to have a vagina to work at Lucasfilm.
Hopefully we can hear it too. Let me know if you can hear this.
Negative. Oh, wait. I heard something for half a second. Oh, that worked. What'd you do?
Oh, I had the volume too low.
You don't exactly outrank me anymore.
In my book, experience outranks everything.
Then I definitely outrank you.
Electrical overload. I can fix that.
Well, of course you can.
Try transferring auxiliary power to secondary tank. I got it.
A live roads reaction. Holy shit.
Good. Gently. The Emperor's made a critical error, and the time for our attack is coming.
When you've gotten past the energy shield, proceed directly to the rendezvous.
Such a good movie.
Understood?
Yeah.
We are the spark that will light the fire.
Oh!
We'll restore the Republic.
Pimp down! Pimp down!
Onderon is ours, and we will keep reminding them until we get it back.
On your own from the age of 15.
reckless, aggressive, and undisciplined. This is a rebellion, isn't it?
I rebel.
I rebel.
That wasn't even.
Oh no!
Here we go.
The Republic needs you on the front lines, just as they need my voice in the Senate.
Hang on!
The belonging you seek is not behind you. It is ahead. I am no Jedi, but I know the Force.
I remember a time when Jedi were not generals, but peacekeepers.
I will not condone a course of action that will lead us to war.
Will I ever see you again?
What does your heart tell you?
I love you.
I know.
Follow me until our paths cross.
Rey, may the Force be with you.
Oh, of course you did.
Oh,
Of course
hell
you-
no.
Of course you did.
You know what? Overall, that was pretty good overall for the most part.
I give it about a 6.5 out of 10.
It ended terribly though. And my boy Rob with the $2 super chat for the smoothest man on YouTube and the tough Tetson. I really do appreciate that. Yeah, it's International Women's Day because I was like wondering why in the world are they putting out a video about women in Star Wars. It's International Women's Day. I had no idea, to tell you the truth. But God forbid if they actually showed some respect to Luke. But I don't have a problem with women in Star Wars at all. Women do make up a large chunk of what makes Star Wars good. But this video also just tells you that the priority for Disney Star Wars is in identity politics. That's all it is.
I'm gonna have to do a proper reaction on my channel for this thing.
Yeah.
So I know all my subs are here, but please come watch my reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I'll ask you a question. Is the best female in Disney Star Wars Cara Dune?
Oh yeah. Easily. I would say this.
Although I don't hate Jen Erso, by the way.
No, I like Jen Erso, but I'm gonna say Cara Dune by a mile.
Yeah, I agree.
Then I would say Sabine and Hera.
Oh yeah.
I like Sabine and Hera. Then
you know what? I probably have Sabine ahead of Cara Dune, if you want to know the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I like Cara Dune. I mean, she was my number one until you said that.
I really like Cara Dune though. I'm gonna go Cara Dune for now. And guys in the chat, let us know your rankings of female Star Wars characters under Disney Star Wars characters. So all right, so I would say Cara Dune, Sabine, Hera. Then where are we at? Then with this, Jen Erso will be fourth, and then way beneath, you got to go with
Maz Kanata and her butthole eyes.
Rose Tico, Maz Kanata, Rey.
Oh, don't insult Maz like that and put her behind Rose Tico.
Man, you know what? She's a fake wannabe Yoda.
Yeah.
Why the hell was she even created?
I agree.
She had no purpose at all in these movies. None. But the movies, am I missing one? Oh, Phasma. Ron Navy, thank you. Phasma. Phasma is just above those other dumpster fire ones from the movies. But man,
There's
she's not good either.
There's an International Men's Day, I think. It's going to be very interesting to see if we get a Men of the Star Wars Galaxy. And if we don't, we need to flood the shit out of the Star Wars channel and Twitter page.
We're not going to get that, man.
On that day.
Men are toxic. And you being
That's
a white
shit, man.
You being a white man, not only that, you're racist and you're toxic. Just calling it the way it is.
We're not really racist, but okay.
hey, all these crazy SJWs, they call everybody racist that ain't
racist. They're murdering me on my Onward video I made. I mean, the SJWs are killing me. Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know what's funny, man? I didn't even know what the term cisgender was until SJW started using it. I'd never heard of it before. Then SJW started using it, and that's how I found out what it is. I was like, all right. To me, I'm either male, female. That's it. That's only two genders. Don't believe in all this 5 million genders that people coming up with. So, Phil TMNT says Ahsoka, Cara, Jyn Erso, Rose, and Rey. If you want my top 5 favorite Disney Star Wars characters, is Ahsoka even considered? No, Ahsoka is not.
That was pre-Disney.
That is pre-Disney. Ahsoka is not a Disney Star Wars character. So, you're not that one wrong. Wow, I was going to end the show. Then they put out that video. So, now I think this is... Now, Mr. Pete, let me read his. Cara, Maz, Hera, Sabine, Jenna, Jyn, Rose, Phasma, Rey, and last place, Holdo. I guess yours is in order. Now, Jenna...
I forgot she was even involved.
I did too, man. her character was worthless.
Hey, what about Zori Bliss?
Oh, yeah, I forgot about Zori Bliss.
She had such a significant impact.
She had no impact on the movie. None.
Whatsoever.
She was worthless. She didn't really do anything.
God almighty.
But you know what? I can name off some good female characters that George Lucas created. Not name, Leia and Padme. Steela. I like Steela. Of course. There's Ahsoka.
Mon Mothma.
Ventress. I love Ventress.
Yeah.
What
was Ventress's mom's name? Tat.
Oh, Mother Talzin. I like Mother Talzin.
Mother Talzin, yeah.
Mother Talzin is good. I know there's more. Yeah. I missed one, and I like Ayla Secura too. I'm a fan of hers. The Jedi.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
George created the best ones. Maz Kanata. Did Yaddle ever say a word in the Phantom Menace? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. Who is see here. A reminder that Virgie is a strong female character who is an alien. I don't remember that character.
Can I give a honorable mention to the EU Mara Jade here?
And with Mara Jade.
Yeah.
But you remember, there's no source material, right?
Oh no, nothing to see here, nothing to pull from, nothing to see here.
Even though
move along,
The Rise of Palpatine ripped off Dark Empire now, the book anyway.
This is not the source material you're looking for.
Ron Navy 199. Okay, name a female droid, or can you think of any?
L337.
Oh,
the lesbian droid of the galaxy far, far away.
No. No. That is the worst droid in movie history. Man, thanks for ruining it, man.
She was in the little video there. Oh, what's Amelia Clark's character?
Oh,
Kira.
Kira.
Yeah, forgot about her.
Yeah, I forgot about her. I didn't like Solo either.
And I enjoyed Solo, and I fucking forgot about her.
No.
If they want to give me a Disney-fied bullshit series, I'd watch a series about Beckett starring Woody Harrelson.
I like his character.
Well, he plays Woody Harrelson.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd watch Woody Harrelson, do nothing for 30 minutes. Yeah.
But he's dead now. He's dead now.
Yeah.
So it doesn't even matter.
Ooh, Aura Singh is another good one.
Mm-hmm.
The Bounty Hunter.
Yeah. Ooh. Zam the Assassin.
Yeah.
I mean, short cameo really in Attack of the Clones, but she's pretty cool as a changeling. She only lasted like 5 minutes. Yeah. Also, Padme's handmaiden. What's her name? Keira Knightley's character.
Right.
What was her name? What was her name? I can't remember her name now.
I can't either.
Rose Byrne's character Dormy got killed off pretty fast in Attack of the Clones.
What was Jabba's old lady's name in the Phantom Menace?
Oh, yeah. Did they give her a name?
Maybe not.
I don't remember. But Jabba's son was a little light in the sneakers, man.
This is the only Star Wars show where we will break down Jabba's old lady's name. Subscribe to John Matrixx for future Star Wars content.
Okay. All right, guys. We're going to get out of here. Make sure you smash that thumbs up button if you don't mind. I'm going to leave the live stream up for a little bit, probably for a few days before I unlist it. So any final thoughts?
Negative. Bob Chapek. Get Kathleen Kennedy out of Lucasfilm, please.
Ron Navy says Guava. Was that her name?
I think that is her name, actually.
Could be.
Yep. Guava the Hutt.
Yep. All right, folks. Everyone. Ron Navy, Darth Mom, Lily Patton, Howard, Snut Spinal Tap, Shadow Dragon. Everyone. Have a great night. Thanks for coming in. And we'll catch you next time.
Peace. We're out.
Till next time.